Thanksgiving's coming up. Should I make turkey? Could do maybe quail. I don't know. Oh. Random dish. Panic Thanksgiving hotline.
Turkey. Losers whine about the turkey. Winners go home and roast quail.
Well, you do make a good point there.
A quail looks quite dashing in a tux.
I am gobsmacked.
Garnish your martini with a wee quail drumstick. That'll lift your kilt.
Okay, well, thanks for the info. Bye-bye. I'd like to extend a great holiday thanks for that gentleman who called in. I sincerely hope we helped him out. On today's show, we're going to be making quail, and we're going to season it with fresh thyme, and then we're going to make a lovely brioche dressing with also fresh thyme, cremini mushrooms, and shallots. It's tasty, it's easy, the cleanup is very easy, and that's pretty important during the holidays. And also, I like the way you can proportion it. Instead of thinking, oh, how big of a turkey do I need for how many people? You can just decide, do you want 1 or 2 quail per person? Proceed from there. So let me show you how to do it. We're going to start with the dressing because it cooks just a few minutes longer than the quail. Let's get going. Step 1, you need a bag of brioche rolls or a loaf of brioche bread, the equivalent to 1 pound 4 ounces worth of bread. And then I've taken these rolls and I've cut them in half. I'm going to put them in a 350-degree oven for just 5 minutes. That's going to dry them out a little bit and help them soak up the ingredients for the dressing. All right, step 2. While the brioche is in the oven, get out 2 pans. You're going to want your cake pan and another baking dish and line them both with nonstick foil. That way when these are done, these pans will be so easy to clean. And then just set these aside. We're going to put quail in one and the dressing in the other. Step 3 is getting all the ingredients ready for the dressing. You're going to get 5 medium to large cremini mushrooms, finely chop them, a large shallot finely chopped, and 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme leaves that I just pulled right off the stem. That's going to go directly into a pan where you've melted together a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of olive oil. Cook the shallot, mushroom, and thyme together until the shallot is translucent and everything's cooked through. Then set it aside just to cool a little bit before you put the dressing all together. The shallot and mushrooms are all cooked down now, and what I really like with shallots is they cook so quickly, so this really took maybe 5 minutes tops to be ready. So again, very important on the holidays, easy, easy, easy. Got 3 eggs in a bowl. I'm going to add in a cup of chicken stock or broth, whichever you have on hand, followed by a cup of half and half, some freshly ground black pepper, and a bit of salt, and then just whisk that together and set aside until the bread's ready. Now that the brioche is done and nice and a little bit crispy so it can absorb all that egg and half mixture, I'm just taking it and breaking it up into bite-sized pieces into a large bowl. And just keep going till you've got all of them broken up. I've got my bowl of bread, and I'm going to take the shallot, cremini, mushroom, thyme mixture and just put that on top. Make sure you scrape to get every little bit of goodness out of the pan. Also, by using a non-stick pan, again, quick cleanup. I've got my egg, half and half chicken stock, salt and pepper mixture that I'm just going to pour over this. Let it soak in a bit. And just stir lightly until all the liquid has been absorbed. There's none left at the bottom of the dish. This is almost all combined. What I really like with the brioche bread is because the brioche is made with butter, it gives a really little bit extra added flavor. Very, very nice. And hey, it's the holidays, so, oh, who am I kidding? I like butter any day of the week. Next, we've got your cake pan that we lined with the nonstick foil. So we're going to put the dressing in here. And all you got to do is just kind of smooth it out a little bit. I actually like to pat this down with the spoon because when it cooks, I want it really to stick together a little bit so that I can actually slice it into squares as part of serving. Today I'm cooking 4 quail, but this recipe can always be adjusted, easily doubled to whatever size you need. I'm just going with 4 today. So I got the quail in a 9 by 13 pan. To finish this off and get it ready for the oven, you're just going to drizzle about a teaspoon of olive oil onto each one. A little pepper. A little salt. I actually use Celtic salt in a grinder, but you can use your table salt or whichever type of salt you prefer. I've got another teaspoon of fresh thyme leaves. So this needs to cook for 30 minutes in a 350-degree oven. Random dish panic Thanksgiving hotline.
Where I'm from, the quails weigh 40 pounds each, and they eat haggis.
Yeah, but I don't think my guests would enjoy haggis for Thanksgiving.
Every time I make roasted quail in my car, I use the ejection seat, so I don't have to share.
I think that only works if you're like a world-traveling spy, and, do they really exist?
Does your kitchen have an ejection seat?
Oh, oven timer's going. Gotta go. Bye. The quail and the dressing have cooked through, so here's our quail, and here's our golden lovely brioche dressing. Now it's time to put everything together. I took the dressing, cut it into 8 pieces, put one of those pieces on the plate, put a quail over it, put a little parsley around the edge, and a couple sprigs of the fresh thyme leaves. This is how it looks if you're going to put it on more of a dark plate for Thanksgiving or any day. This is how it looks if you're doing more of a white or light color plate. So always good to have options. I would never intentionally hang up on you, no. Why do you ask?
I once roasted a quail for 3 days straight. When I opened the oven, he stared at me and asked for another log for the fire.
We're just going to put him on hold for a while and get back to him later. Shh, don't tell. Well, I just want to say Happy Thanksgiving, and instead of Happy Turkey Day, I think I'll say Happy Quail Day. Happy holidays, everybody.
My favourite quail porridge has a bit of pepper shaken onto it, but not stirred in. I could give you Her Majesty's secret recipe, but then I'd have to kill you.